Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching. It's Frisco in Tokyo coming at you with some more. Uh, Frisco Rain 2? No. No, I don't. Holly, I've been booped. It is lovely to see you. I hope you're really well tonight. Hope the life is treating you good with the things and or the stuff. Doesn't necessarily have to be both of them, but, you know, like it helps when it's both. I need to get actually into a channel view or a mod view. One of those. I can still do mod things from the channel view, right? Oh, Floppable, lovely to see you, and hello to Moxie as well. Hope everyone is doing great. I think I actually do need to be... Oh, Soup! Lovely to have you here early. I think I do need to be in mod mode, which means I don't get to scroll chat, because Twitch sucks. Lovely to see all of you. Big Sleepy. I mean, there's worse things to be, I guess, but what's got you so sleepy today? If you don't mind answering, you don't have to, but if you don't mind, I gotta fix my tags because I forgot to do that. There we go. Yes. You can add the mod icons to standard Twitch chat if that helps. It may, and I might end up doing that. As soon as I have 20 minutes to kill before I have to eat dinner and start work, and I prefer to spend it with you all. Well, we'd love to have you. What's on the menu for tonight's? Alice, lovely to see you too. Everybody is just drifting in. Yo, I need these cameras to not... Cameras, I need you to not be turned on because I got to do other shit. I know what the problem is, though. It's because I had hold time on. There we go. There we go. Easy peasy. I think the big thing we gotta get done tonight, I think, is... quick oven quiche. Shopping run was murder. And you're suffering. There's so much suffering going on. I hate that. Oh, that sounds awful, Alice. Please be taking care of yourselves. Stay safe. It seems like it's rough doings for everyone today. Did you murder anyone in your shopping trip? You don't have to tell us if it would get you in trouble with the law, but quicklime. You're gonna want to invest in some quicklime. It's that Iberian summer, baby. Alright, the thing we need to do is we need to set up 40 degrees in some places. I know it's gone to 40 degrees in somewhere in Japan. I'm trying to remember where it was. But we had a couple of 40 degree days recently. Alright, we're gonna want a... Do we want... I mean, it's probably a switch, right? We're probably going to want to switch. No, but there was an ambulance and police outside the supermarket, and what appears to be the remnants of a full-on drunken brawl. So that wasn't disconcerting at all. Hope everybody in the area there is alright. Well, I hope all the innocents in the area are alright, that's for sure. Send me a tweet. Yes, please. It's truly something. I'm terrified. We could make our own switch, or... Temperatures of 40 degrees or higher were also recorded in Fukuchiyama. I've been to Fukuchiyama. I used to work there. Kyoto City... Oh, Fukuchiyama, Kyoto Prefecture. Maniwa City, Ogayama, and Nishikawa City, Hyogo Prefecture. Nishiwaki. I've never been to Nishiwaki. Hot take, 40 degrees Celsius is hotter than any human should have to put up with ever. It's pretty toasty. We've had 40-degree days in both Osaka and Tokyo. Not this year yet, but like it has happened. It sucks. Don't love it. Not a fan, as it were. How have I been? How have I been? Well-ish, I guess. Still, I mean, we did the working on the chroma key yesterday with DaVinci. It's weird. I think I accidentally did something that nobody recommended, but worked out really well. So that was good. I'm gonna have to figure out how I did what I did, because like it did work out really well. I mean, you know, the laptop side of things. So that's the good. I've been enjoying Risk of Rain Returns, so that's nice. It's definitely too hot. Not really enjoying the heat. Work is work. You know, it's frustrating as it tends to be, but I don't know. I've been worse. Which, it's a shitty thing to say, but like, I've definitely been worse, I guess. I don't know why, get back here. I don't know why, I'm making my own Switch. Send me the tweet already. Okay, do I need to look at it right now? I mean, I guess I may as well do. Guy at the grocery store launched into a speech about how the government tried to abduct him and turn him into a transsexual, then looked over at me and said, "This may sound strange," to a native transsexual in a vaguely apologetic tone. What? Okay, that's kind of fantastic, but in a vaguely apologetic tone. Oh, it's great. It's great. I love it, Alice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I didn't realize I needed that, but apparently I did. Top 10 supermarket encounters. I've never had that. Never had anything that wild. I mean, honestly, that sounds like a bar encounter. More than a supermarket encounter? Oh, hi, lovely to see you. Hope you're well tonight. Never had that experience in the convenience. I have not. I have not, in fact. My convenience experiences have been pretty boring. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Usually when I'm in the convenience, I'm not looking for strife. Why am I doing this? Like, I could just use a Switch. They gave us a whole set of fucking Switches just for that. You don't need your convenient experience to feel like a battle shonen manga. I do not. I super duper do not. I've never had anybody power up a laser attack at a competing. Now I almost kind of feel like I want that experience. That sounds fantastic. Would it be nicer if the convenience contained Strive? And that sounds like an energy drink, so I don't know about that. I mean, I figured you meant Guilty Gear Strive. Like, I was on the trolley for that one, but... Oh, because you're paused. Like, why don't you swing? This is a spring bolt. It's supposed to spring. Why are you not springing? What is your problem? What is your major malfunction? Wow, I don't know. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. It isn't spring yet. I mean, we had spring. Spring's done. That doesn't seem like it's a good switch, though. Spring sucks? Oh, it always fires up your allergies. Okay, well, I do hate that. Good evening, Bandit. Lovely to see you. Hope you're really well tonight. I know the world is not super fun for you right now, but I hope that it's being slightly more gentle than it has been as of late. I'm just gonna have to use a fucking switch. Spring is alongside winter, the season where for half the year I am semi-dying due to allergies. I don't want you to die at all. Not even halfway. Unless you come back with superpowers. Do you come back with superpowers? I'm making it today. That's all we can ask for, Bandit. I'm glad to hear that much at least. I do understand the feeling, though, that sometimes that's like the best it gets. Which sucks, but... I remember when I was in... This is to address Alice, because otherwise it would seem way too dark. When I was in uni in the States, obviously, so we had the Onion. I've mentioned this before, like the Onion paper version was like actually on our campus because it was published like right up the road from where I went to university. It's like the next city over. And I remember that there was there was an article once where it was like, WHO announces once again mortality rate is 100%. If you get superpowers, you have to share with the rest of the class. I mean, is it like flatliners? Like, would we not all have to die and then come back to get the superpowers? Is that not how that works? Where is the logic for this? Like, what? How, past me, how did you do this? What do we need to do to make this function? Please tell me this logic is all one set and it just needs a trigger. I would imagine it's like one at a time if you want the superpowers. More just don't keep it to yourself. That's fair. It's like the Flatliners remake that for some reason exists. Did Kiefer Sutherland get any money for that? Why? Probably not. Probably doesn't need any money. Past me, what does any of this do? Who's in the remake? Okay. He was in Metal Gear that one time and probably paid well. I'm sure that's where all Kiefer Sutherland's money's coming from. Is Metal Gear. Okay, let's just see what happens when we turn this fucking thing on. Okay, clearly that's not what was supposed to happen. Uh, what? What? Please go, like, how did you set this up? Keith Sutherland's still there. Only remember the original cast they got back, so he did get money for it, probably. Can you imagine if a Supreme Court justice watched 24 and then quoted 24 in his legal briefs? Can you imagine what that would be like? What is going on? I don't know how any of this works. I watched that John Boy's video too. It's a good one. I don't know who John Boy's is, unfortunately. Alright, that's the teleporting tech. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. So, Disco, can we talk for a second? Like, what were you doing here? I need to know, what were you doing here? So that I can make this work. His Reform Party America series was pretty good and wild. Okay, I'll have to give that a look. Where was the... like... Ross Perot and his giant sucking sound. What am I... Disco, what are you missing here? Like... I just wanted to put in the, I wanted to put in the triggers to make the, to actually make this thing animate and do what it needs to do. And I cannot fucking for the life of me remember, like, how I set this up. I don't know where the follower is. I think the follower is here. Okay, we're getting closer, I think. Closer, warmer. Because this was what made it dance. This was triggering which one of these it was going to be active on. Because, like, this is the only thing I need to do, really, to finish this set. I might put in, like, some monkeys walking around, you know, in the background of some of the sets. But, like, this is the one thing that, like, really needs to be done. And then I just have to finish recording Ape Escape and I can do my damn review. Well, also a little bit more research, but... God, Ape Escape is fucking long. It's Ape Escape 2, that is. It's real. It's a whole fucking game. Oh, about Ross Pro, I think I just saw it about how Ross Pro lasted until 2019. Which is kind of shocking, honestly. Alright, well, like, I think we want... Age of 89, holy shit. Like, we want this here, right? He was wearing the big cowboy hat until his death? I didn't know that. Real life foghorn leghorn? Let me just see how this actually, like, looks. I'm gonna set this to 1. Gotta watch a Seattle Mariners series. Is it like, how long is it? Wait, where did the tea kettle come from? And also, why did the tea kettle fall down? Like, the tea kettle shouldn't be falling over, and I think it's because it's not set to static. My favorite thing ever is probably his Charlotte Bobcat series. Charlotte Bobcat sounds like a porn name. And I support that. Alright, let me... Wait, you are set to static, so like, why are you... Why have you fallen... Why are there 2 of you, and why are you different sizes? What the fuck? Okay, that explains that. Charlotte basketball team owned by Michael Jordan. Okay. Like, you should be here. Reminds me of some important sports movie news. They're bringing back Air Bud? Why though? What are we, why are we so blessed and or cursed? Can we not just let Air Bud go? I don't. Why are there 2 of you and why are they different sizes? But Foxy, when I get in the cloning machine and shrink ray chamber. Wait, what is... Oh, because I didn't erase the emitter. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. There's no rule that says that dogs can't die. Wait. Wait, there's no rule that says that dogs have to die. Alice, have you found a rule? The dog from Air Bud is dead. Like, we need confirmation of this. Alright. We all need a pocket self. Dress him up as a little devil. Okay, that does sound fantastic, though. Okay, so... Great. The toilet is fucked, too? Toilet, why are you fucked? What is your malfunction? Okay, so that's the second one? Which, I mean, I bet the third one is fucked, too. Why is my life so difficult? It doesn't have to be like this. This is not the fucking set of Friends. I needed to know if the dog from Air Bud was there, or if they're using the oldest dog of all times for a movie. Well, they could have had the OG Air Bud as, like, the progenitor of the Air Bud that shows up in the new Air Bud. It could be Air Bud the 2? Air Bud the next generation, like Star Trek? You have fucking Wesley Crusher in there, crushing it. Wesley Crusher as the father of Air Bud. Wait, there's several Air Dog films, Air Bud films, but most of them don't have a dog playing basketball. That is the central conceit. How do you not have a dog playing basketball in your Air Bud film? Like, that's the whole point. If the dog wasn't dead, but he was super old, and he's regaling his greatest triumphs to his pups. There's 4, not counting the new one. This is more Air Bud than anybody needed in their life. Where's my Air Bud boxing film? No rules says a dog can't kick your ass. I'm pretty sure just about any dog could kick my ass. Dogs are pretty vicious. Call it Air Blood. Wait, that's the vampire movie, though. That's the Vampires on a Plane movie. You can't be calling it Air Blood. The Tech Pro solution would be clone the Air Bud dog. Oh my god. That sounds awful. There's one where he plays American football, one where he plays baseball, one where he plays volleyball, and one where he plays soccer. Like, there's only one of those where, like, verticality is actually kind of important, though. Like, it's just volleyball, right? Okay, my 20 minutes are up, so I got a jet. I hope everyone has a lovely rest of the stream. Catch y'all on the flip side. Supum, thank you so much for dropping in. Good luck with work tonight. Enjoy your microwave quiche, oven quiche. Enjoy the quiche. Quiche it up. Okay. Right, so these are all fucked, I bet. I bet these are all fucked. I think making a dog play American football should be considered an animal rights infraction and a crime against humanity. You know what? Like, that's pretty fair. Could there be a film where Air Bud volunteers at a blood donation place? You call it Blood Bud? God damn it. I keep on doing this wrong. There's no film about vampires in a plane called Air Blood. I mean, yeah, but it wanted to be called that. It was called something even shittier. I forget what it was called. All I remember was it was German. Was it the Night Flyer? Night Flyer is, no, this was, Blood Red Skies, I think. I think it was called Blood Red Skies. There's no rule that says a dog can't kill vamps on a plane. You know, you're not wrong about that. There is no rule that says that. Why did these get all messed up, is what I want to know. There is a sci-fi film with living spaceships and terrible acting called Blood Machines. Okay. I mean, that sounds like it should be good, but clearly it is not. Bud Mud wrestling film with vampires. The Air Bud Mud Blood. Surely you recognize the genius. What happened to these emitters? Like, why did they get so fucked up? Because that's not the way that was supposed to... Oh, shit. Okay, right. That's not the way that that was supposed to happen either. Okay. So we know basically, like, how these things are working. Oh, banana! Yes! I'm pretty sure there's a Rob Zombie song about that, Holly. I feel like that a line or something like that shows up in Devil's Rejects. The song Devil's Rejects, not the movie Devil's Rejects. I really like the song Devil's Rejects. It's really good. Blood Red Sky is the name of the film. Glad to get confirmation on that. I'm gonna have to watch that again. I remember it being not great. Okay, so we want this to be in state 1. Right. So we're going to start it off in state 2. And the first step will be that this goes up to state 1 again. And then when it gets to state 1, it's going to trigger this. And when we get to here, it's going to stop. Okay, so step 1 is to change this to port number 1. Recently watching Mid. Meanwhile, I'm watching 2 classic films in the movie group tonight and tomorrow. That's right, the 2000s Fantastic Four films. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry? You're accusing my movie viewings of Mid. I would like to remind you that the last 3 movies that I watched were Final Destination's Bloodlines, Sinners, and 28 Years Later, which is a pretty solid card. And you're putting up against that fucking the 2000s Fantastic Four films. The chutzpah. The absolute brass-plated spine of you. Cloud Galactus is Kino. Potentially. They made Galactus into a cloud. Kino. Hiduna might skedaddle. Gotta be around to bed early. She gotta duck out. Hiduna, get yourself some really good sleep. I hope whatever you got going on goes very well. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We're gonna be starting Corona tomorrow. So hopefully you'll be able to catch some of that. But yeah, have a wonderful rest and wake up refreshed. I think given the reactions to the new F4 film, 2000s films might be the best live-action take we'll get of that team. To be honest and being serious for a second, has, like, did the new one not do well? Did people not caught into it? And this is an honest question, because, like, I haven't really been keeping track of any of it. It seemed like people were excited for it, in the lead-up. It's divisive. Okay. A lot of people say it's one of the worst ones. Really, though? Even with Pedro Pascal in it. Because I thought folks, like, were really down for him. It's not like an MC ads versus actual critics. People I trust normally are fighting it out. If the film is good or not. Huh. Okay. Not entirely what I expected, but... maybe I'll like it, but also it seems like that Superman film is just beating all the MCU slop. People have seemed to have been pretty positive about the new Superman. Which, honestly, like, after the last set of Supermans, I'm fine with getting a decent version of that character again. I have issues with James Gunn, but he makes actual films. This is true. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Okay, so. It's gonna... You're gonna go here. We'll put you on a count up. And this will come around to here. And we're gonna put here. Wait a minute. Yes, okay, we're gonna put here. And we want a counter on an invert. Because once it's gone through this entire cycle, we don't want this to be running anymore. Sorry about the coughing. That was gross. Did you see, by the way, the next new DC film is going to be Clayface horror film by Mike Flanagan? That sounds kind of wild. I mean, that seems like it could be a fun thing to do that's not DC. Because Clayface, you can go places with him. I didn't see that, but like that does kind of sound a bit interesting. All right, so the last thing that we're gonna need is a way to get this thing started. Let's get this party started! Now, are they gonna do like tragic horror, or are they gonna do horror horror? They basically talked about not wanting to do an MCU formula thing, so every film is like hiring actual directors to do actual movies, and making, and not just hiring directors and making them make the same formula stuff like Disney does. Which feels like a pretty good way to go about it. Like, you could just do these movies and have them be like in the same universe without them having to have an overarching like plot type thing. Seems like it's horror. Now that's interesting. It's still IP stuff, but also if they make good films, I'll watch the good ones. Yeah, you know? Like, unless it's on like a BDS list, like a good movie's a good movie. Could always use more of those. Okay, so we need to make sure that when this is here, so how do we like, I know how to do this. I just like, it's just getting my brain to work, basically. Oh, right. That's how you do the one shot. I know there's other ways to do one shots, but Mike Flanagan briefly leaving the King Mines before returning to the Dark Tower adaptation for Amazon. Wait, are they trying to do Dark Tower a fucking again? Did they not learn their lesson? It's gonna be a TV show. More like Dork Tower. I mean, but wasn't Dork Tower like actually kind of good? Didn't people like Dork Tower? Which I realize is not the same as it being good. Now that I've said that, like, I needed to think for a second. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't mean it's good. It's like, just people liked it. Flanagan basically begged Kim begged King to allow him to do the Dark Tower after the most recent failure, and King basically said, "Yeah, I trust Flanagan to do this right." So I don't really like the Dark Tower. It's interesting-ish for like the first three books, even though like the problems are already starting to show by the third book. Um, but I don't know. It is just it's way too much up King's ass. The later stuff in particular, it's just not. It's not that good. King himself will be lead writer on the TV show. Like that does not fill me with any kind of hope. Hearts of Atlantis, kind of the best novel, but everything else is just kind of mid. That's right, Hearts of Atlantis is like kind of directly tied in, isn't it? I never actually read Hearts of Atlantis. Hearts in Atlantis. It's decent enough. Okay, maybe I'll give it a shot one of these days. All right, let's see. The other short book stories in the book are hit and miss. Wait, is Hearts in Atlantis that's short stories? Because I thought that was a novel. Alright, so it swings over. It's a collection of stories that connect one to the other. Okay. It does the zappy? It does the zappy? So it's like one story that's split into short stories. Alright. See, I'd always thought it was just the novel, and I thought it was about the Ted Bradigan character, but I encountered him first in the Dark Tower series, and he just did not interest me, like, at all, so I was like, I don't really think I'm gonna need to read Hearts of Atlantis. His little sidekick shows up in, Everything's Eventual. It's officially Low Men in Yellow Coats, Hearts in Atlantis, Blind Willie, Why We're in Vietnam, Heavenly Shades of Night Are Falling. It's Twilight Time. Okay, that actually kind of works. I think it might need to be a bit sped up here. Like, what if we make this 5? All of them connected by having the dual pro tags of Bobby Garfield and Ted Bradigan. Every story is about them in some way. Yeah, I just like because Ted Bradigan is part of the there's like a compound where they've got all these people that are psychics, and they're using their psychic powers to like destroy the beam that's gonna pull down the Dark Tower. And like Ted Bradigan is the leader of like the resistance group in there, and I just like he just didn't really interest me at all. None of those characters really interested me. Blind Willie is very funny because it's the only story that was written before Hearts of Atlantis. The book was published, and it's mostly about the Randall Flagg lore. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Although I did find, like, with Flagg, I kind of feel like the more King wrote about Flagg, like, the less interesting that he was. Okay, so we got all that sorted. So let's put a switch in. They went too far in the Randall Flagg lore. Yes. I mean, honestly, I think that Flagg would have been maybe not strictly speaking an interesting character, but a more interesting character if he had just been in the stand. Like, if that was his only thing, it would have been fine. Like, it would have been fairly interesting. King making him into an isekai villain is funny, though. I mean, it's kinda... I guess I just, like, I kind of feel like the story is well served by the idea that, like, Flagg is America. Like, King really drives that in his characterization, like, his internal narration and description of Flagg when he shows up, like, he is the American son. And there's something kind of interesting about the fact that, like, King's view of America, or at least like the dark side of America, even though America's mostly dark side, is a huckster. Like, he's just a bloodthirsty, violent, cruel, and hateful huckster. And, like, that is such a good summation of the American spirit. So to make Flagg into this kind of, like, fantasy villain that's not really connected to any of that is just, I don't know, it's like it's kind of taking like the one thing about the character that is a little bit interesting is being like, oh, he's just, you know, he's just a isekai fantasy guy. It's like, well, okay, sure, I guess, fine, I suppose. Okay, I think this is good to go. So, I want to give this a quick test, and then I'm going to go on the break because we are pretty close to an hour. I don't think I've got any places that have cameras on, so this should be safe. I should give Hearts in Atlantis a look, though. Alright, let's see how we're looking with this. Most of the stories are at least interesting. I mean, that's cool, and I think that, like, I mean, King's strength has long been in his short story writing and his vignette writing, so, like, that at least is working from his strong side. Wasn't I supposed to teleport? Did I... Was that not, like, set up so that I would teleport when I did that? God damn it. What have I fucked up? It's always some goddamn thing. Oh, basically, you silly person. Right, okay, this turns that on, and then you can do the teleporting. Fine, I guess. It's been so long since I've worked on this set that I just, like, I've forgotten how everything works. Because last time, all we did was, we just worked on, like, decoration stuff. We didn't look at any of the logic. Here we are. Where am I? Yo. Oh, I'm stuck back there. Okay, we're gonna have to move the teleporter. That's okay. That's like super doable. Reminded me out of the time King almost made Randall Flagg do blackface. What? Wait, what? That sounds awful. Alright, we're gonna have to move the teleporter here. Basically, he had a series of books set in Castle Rock where a black guy gave a little girl a button that kills or saves people. Oh, I forgot to turn the fucking cameras on. That's what that problem is. And King basically wanted him to be a manifestation of Randall Flagg. But then he backed away from him being Flagg. I mean, not a terrible choice there. Wait, did he write this series of books but just change the antagonist, or like what? The initial idea was him turning out to be Flagg in the final book, but by that point, King decided against it. I mean, it's probably for the best. I kind of feel like that was the right call. Oh, wait, we wanted to move a couple of things. Right, so we need the teleporter to be here. I hate the king. I kind of hate the king verse. Honestly, me too. Like, I think it's a terrible mistake. It was bad enough, like, when you had everything going on in like, fucking, like, everything going on in, Castle Rock. That being, like, the hub of the universe, but... to connect, like, everything in the fucking universe to the Dark Tower is just... like, you didn't gotta do that. Even Mr. Mercedes' crime books do it. The fucking It clowns are there. Why though? Why though? I did notice we're at an hour. Let me do a really quick spin through the sets, and then I am going to go on that break. All right, flip switch. Yo, oh, there you go. Okay, I was gonna be like, what? Why are you not doing the thing you need to do? I need you to do the thing. It's gonna be the Metal Gear bot, right? And then the banana. But now this time the real banana. Sweet. Okay, so those all work. And it dances. That'll make Kronos happy. Cool. Got the airship. The airship is fine. I wonder if I wonder if I should put close-up cameras in here. Then we got our wormy boy. Also fine. Okay, like I think that these work pretty well. I might spend the next 2 hours maybe doing one more little set like this, but as has been pointed out, we are at the hour point, so I am going to be taking that break. I encourage everybody to get yourselves a bit of a stretch. Maybe grab a cookie or some other thing that you happen to love, and I will be back in mere moments. Some number of moments. Be real quick, but I'll be back. Alright, we are back. What do we need to do? I think I might want to try with some cameras. Like, I feel like I need to have a zoom in on the boards, but I gotta be careful, like, it doesn't break the illusion of the TV. I saw it in an article at first I thought would be propaganda, and then I realized it's not, and then just the actual topic it's about made me very sad. Oh no. What was the article? It was about how Lebanese people post the recent Israel attacks on Lebanon using ChatGPT as a therapist to confront the trauma they felt, and also because most of them can't afford actual therapists, and several ones were killed by these. Several, I'm guessing several therapists were killed by the Israel attacks. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I could see that being a heck of a downer. Very sad once again that the Iranian rockets did not hit the... Wait, the Tarantino's house? Like, the fucking director? He has a house in Israel? I think this one might be a new one for me. I don't think I heard this one before. He's a Zionist who's been living in Israel as his main home for like the last 2 years. I didn't know that. That's pretty fucky. The Iranian rockets almost hit his house, but very missed, which, once again, very sad. Yeah, we could have been spared the last two shitty Tarantino movies. The guy who writes scripts to let him use the N-word is a Zionist. Shocked? Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like things make more sense. Guy's like a super Zionist. No shit. Most people only realized, because of the whole his house almost got hit thing. Oh god, I bet he was insufferable after that. But he's specifically very into the whole we need to destroy all of Palestine to protect us from Hamas thing. Fucking hell. Of course he is. Also, any critic of Israel is anti-Semitic. I'm very concerned about bigotry, Mr. Mr. Zionism. Mr. N-word, I mean. Well, no, you see, it's only bigotry when someone else is doing it. He does sure love his N-word, though. I guess this saves me the trouble of watching Reservoir Dogs again. Because I had been thinking of doing that, but I don't really feel like I want to do that anymore. Funny how that happens. Yo, where's my other sets? Why did I put things where I put them? Because now I can't fucking find them. I'd just been watching I think I mentioned this before, but I had just been watching a review slash analysis of Reservoir Dogs, which is why it was on my mind. I say I had just been watching, but I'm pretty sure that was like a couple of weeks ago. Because time makes no sense. The thing is that Tarantino does genuinely think he has the N-word pass, which is still like top 10 Tarantino moments. I, God, like, just I'm not gonna pretend like I have not gotten any enjoyment out of his films. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I learned this thing about Tarantino, and now I'm gonna say I hated all stuff from the start. There's definitely like Tarantino stuff that I like, but as a human being, he's just fucking trash. Os Kronos, lovely to see you. Pleasure as always. Hope you're well tonight. Hope life's treating you good with the things and also the stuff. Alright, now... Dogs is the only good Tarantino film. The rest is mid. Yeah, no, I think I'd go with that. I have some fondness for Pulp Fiction, but post Pulp Fiction, it really just drops off for me. I'll allow you to say Kill Bill. I have like very little memory of Kill Bill. I think Kill Bill is, like, mostly good, but you could just be watching Lady Snowblood. I'm going to show my deep lack of culture that I did not know that Lady Snowblood was a thing. Or Prisoner Scorpion. So again, my deep lack of culture, but I did not know that Prisoner Scorpion was a thing. Wait, why is this camera fucked? Is this camera fucked? No, maybe not. Oh, I know why. Okay, because I was grabbing the wrong camera. I guess I'm gonna have to go watch Lady Snowblood and Prisoner Scorpion then. Lady Snowblood is like this manga partly made by the Lone Wolf and Cub mangaka that's like feudal Japan rape revenge story. It got turned into a popular series of films and it influenced Kill Bill. Okay. Shoot. Did I do something foolish? And the answer is probably yes, but Fudge. I fucking did. God damn it. Prisoner Scorpion is basically the same thing, but a woman that gets falsely sent to jail and has to escape the sadist women's prison, and these are super stylistic films. I mean, it sounds cool at least. They're varying degrees of problematic, but they're good films. And I've seen way worse. God damn it, Disco, like... Okay, where is going where? Where is going where? That's a sensible thing to ask. For depictions of sexual assault in Japanese films from the 70s, there are way, way worse out there. Alright. I don't have, like, nearly the basic knowledge to judge, but... Oh, I almost super fucked things up. Good. I mean, not good that I almost super fucked things up, but, like, good that I caught it early. I mean, there's probably a pretty good chance, honestly. I haven't watched nearly enough movies. No, like, that's definitely, like, a big part of it. It's just, like, I don't watch enough movies. As much as I love them, and it kind of cheeses me off because I would like to watch more. Yeah, both Lady Snowblood and Prisoner Scorpion are connected because the same actress plays both protagonists of both films. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for those. She's also an iconic Stray Cat Rock Sex Hunter series? Wow! What a fantastic name for a series. Alright, so you are going here. And you are going here. Stray Cat Rock is like a series of girl gang films, but it was also 70s, so they're softcore porn. As they must be. They have surprisingly forward depiction of half people of all things. Okay. Not what I expected, but good to hear. That's what I figured you meant. Like, it took a second. I was like, wait, half people? And oh, right, of course. Of course. Half is the term in Japan, yes. I don't know, like, I don't know if there's a better term or not. Like, I'm not sure where the discussion is on that, but it is the term that I've most commonly seen used. Actually, I think it's like the only term that I've seen used. And it definitely feels weird. Like, it definitely, like, doesn't feel like something that I should be saying. In Portugal and Spain, we mostly say mixed, which also feels like I am a racist villain from a 70s film when I say it, even though it's social. I should ask my friend, because, like, not that they would necessarily have the definitive answer, but they might be more in tune with that conversation, just because of, like, the circles that they run in. Oh, it's more socially acceptable. Gotcha. I mean, it's at least in Japan, it's better than the old slang for that, which was mixed meat. So there's that. Because that's pretty fucked up. I've seen that around in films from the 30s. It's so bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's like fantastically bad. The first time I read that being discussed, and I read, like, where the phrase came from, because it's Ainoko, and I thought it meant love child, you know, like that kind of eye, but it's not that kind of eye, and it's like, oh, okay, that's pretty fucked up. That's a pretty fucked up thing to put into your language. Important life hack. Never did I did once and watched a bunch of 30s Japanese propaganda films from the 30s. I mean, I kind of feel like with any propaganda thing, it's gonna get. Never do what I did. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's gonna end up going into some kind of places. Yellow and red? Okay, so we got yellow. We got red. We got red. And this is going to... Sorry I'm half talking to myself here, but I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. This is going to the microchips? Yes. I think that's everything in this place. So we can get rid of this TV now. Because you're not connecting to anything. Cool. You don't want to watch the one where they call Manchuria the new frontier of the East. No, I definitely don't. But also I feel like there's got to be like US propaganda films that do similar things. It's all the same stuff. Yeah. It's all selling the same basic narratives. You also don't want to watch Sayonara, a film from the 50s that won a fucking Oscar. Well, okay, well, I'm gonna have, what's going on with that one? That doesn't sound great. That sounds bad. It's about a white U.S. soldier in Okinawa marrying a gentle Japanese trad film woman that is submissive, and because her stern Japanese parents hate white U.S. soldiers, she dies, I am not joking, by seppuku. Well then. That certainly feels like a lot. It was made by the U.S. Armed Forces as a way to improve U.S.-Japan relationships. You don't say. You don't say. Holy shit. It won a fucking Oscar. Wow, though. You can't be giving the Oscar to, like, the U.S. fucking Army. You can't be doing that. Marlon Brando is the white guy U.S. soldier protagonist. This just gets wilder and wilder. And Dennis Hopper's got a small role. Holy shit. Red and pink and pink. Red on top and then pink. Alright, now where are these going? I think they're only going to the tank. To the Bacta tank? For the Bacta? Alright, so the live wire goes to the bottom. cold water? With cold water, cold wire goes to the top. This is not wired to anything else, I don't think. Okay, that's good. They actually did get a Japanese-American woman to play the Japanese woman co-romance, but also that actress wanted to go against stereotypes and instead got typecast as Japanese wife for the rest of her body of work. Of course she did. I hate that. Oh, fudge. Why are you glued to this? I don't need you glued. Fine, fuck it. Put you there for a second. Oh, that's why. Alright, I got you now. Now I'm on the fucking trolley. The channel Be Kind reward that covers women... Be Kind Rewind that covers women in the Oscars has pretty good video analysis on her and Sayonara as a film. Be Kind Rewind, okay. I'll try to keep that name in my brain. Thank you. I'd appreciate that. Video sent. Alright, I need you to come down for a hot second. I might not even have this arm move around. I keep on making these movable arms and then not having anything I can do with them. It's kind of funny. Because of Sayonara, there's a brief explosion of US soldiers in Japan marrying a Japanese wife that then dies at the end of the film. None of them are good. I wouldn't have imagined any of them would have been, but like the fact that that was a trope for a hot minute is wild to me. They needed to make Japanese people like Americans, and that was their best idea! Once again, US cultural sensitivity knocking it out of the park. Way to go, guys! You did it, Reddit. You did it, US government. I think that we, as a country, we need to stop, and we needed to stop like decades ago. At least you get to see young Marlon Brando mispronounce Japanese names and words, I guess. Oh god. Wait, is that like the equivalent of fucking Tom Cruise in Last Samurai? Is that what that is? Is that the Last Samurai of the era? Hate that. Hate all of it. This is red and yellow. I think Last Samurai is probably a better film, not gonna lie. Yeah? I mean, okay, as compared to Sayonara, I'm sure you're right. Like, I feel like it would have to try really hard to be worse. But I don't remember Last Samurai being any good. It's not good. Apparently super big in Japan, though. I mean, I do think it did well here. I feel like people liked it well enough. Which is wild to me, but, you know, I'm... Not my culture. Don't know if I got any place to say anything about it, but, like, yeah. I think people just like seeing Tom Cruise meets the Emperor. I mean, you know, sure. He certainly does do that thing. Like, that is a thing that happens in the movie. I know! Kronos has been real fast tonight. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't feel slow on my end, Alice. Like, I feel like we've been zipping along. Almost time for the Switch Direct. Is that what we're gonna do with this, the rest of the stream, is watch the Switch Direct? But you're doing okay, Kronos? Like, life's not being shitty to you? Reaction streamer Risu. These topics have no gaps for me to inject Neko Navy. I mean, I feel like there's always a place for Neko Navy, though. You like, Kinosuke would never make his wife commit seppuku. See, there you go. Like, Neko Navy injected. But I've been fine aside from the shitty heat warning. It's like, it's been goddamn toasty. Honestly. Oh shit, I totally forgot that I'd set this up so that I could rotate. I think Neko Navy should have destroyed Quentin Tarantino's house. I mean, you know... I feel like any of the cats in Neko Navy would have done such a thing. You can talk about the Tsuchinoko now. Is that what you've been holding on to this entire time? Just waiting for me to play Neko Navy so that I would be surprised by the Tsuchinoko? Because it was a surprise. Japan, due to being an island nation, gets some tropical heat. Like, you're not wrong. Like, it definitely does. That's 100% true. But it's been real... Like, this has been a hot one. It had enough power to destroy the planet. Now, Kronos, what is the lore behind the cat that saves the planet? At the very end? Like, is that God? Is God a cat? We finally had a nice morning this morning though, Alice. Like it was I wouldn't say chilly because that would be a lie, but it was cool. Like cool in the sense of air temperature cool, not like cool as in a cool thing because I had to go to work, so that was not cool. Used to mostly be that Kyushu and the interior parts of Japan were the ones that got very hot, sometimes Tokyo and Osaka, but now you know Hokkaido's hot. Sorry about the yawning. Oh, Kronos, we could show you the. Okay, that's cool. That works. We could show you. I got a switch so that this would actually do the thing. Good old climate change. Climate change can go get fucked. Honestly, I'm done with climate change. I was talking about that in my diary video. I did not. I don't know if it just didn't reach down here or what. I only heard about it afterwards when the tsunami warning happened. We set it up so that it would do the dance, Kronos. I somewhat ashamed to admit that I learned about the earthquake because the Elden Ring update got delayed because of it. Beautiful form, honestly though. Actually, this is a good way to check to make sure that everything is actually spawning right. Seems like it's mostly hit the north of Japan, i.e. Hokkaido, and the areas that are semi-near Hokkaido. Yeah, because like the actual earthquake itself, like the epicenter was way out by Kamchatka. Oh, I haven't been checking the zoom in. It was the Russian regions that semi-border Japan, so like way up north. Yeah, that's what I heard. 2 hours in a minute. Holy shit. I love this fucking monkey. The fucking King Kong turned out so well. Might also have hit Alaska. No shit. I didn't realize that. All right. Well, we are gonna be hitting the 2 hour mark in a hot sec. So I am going to grab myself a break. Gonna encourage everybody to get yourselves a break, have a stretch, get some orange juice. Think, if you must, about how to work Neko Navy into every conversation. And I'll be back in just 5 minutes or so. I am back. Walks in wearing a sailor uniform and cat ears. Why, hello there. Welcome back, Holly. How you doing? Still good, I should hope. Let's see. Let's go back to create mode. The stream is started for the Nintendo Direct. Is it just like them saying, give us your money, give us your money? Because I feel like that would be the Nintendo Direct, is the thing. It feels like their style. First things they announced is ports for Just Dance and Sparking Zero, the recent DBZ fighting game that no one liked. Well, I mean, you gotta start out with the worst, right? And then you wind up somewhere in the best? Maybe? Nope, that's not what I want. Yellow? Ah, god damn it. Why is everything so hard? The one where the meta was just, get the guy that heals up fast, do some damage, and then wait for the timer to be over so you can win by time. If you have more life points than your battles, that doesn't sound like any fun though. I feel like that's distinctly not fun. Plants vs. Zombies port? What the fuck? Isn't that game old as hell? They made a new version, but the first one is peak. Okay. The new version is the first game with added stuff. Alright. I mean, is it better than the LBP 3 version? Because I feel like, I mean, that's probably the peakest of the peak, right? If I recall correctly, the last game PopCap made, it was the last game PopCap made before they were bought by EA. What have they made since then? Because I don't recognize the name at all. Literally all PvZ games of varying quality. Okay. The Final Fanatics remake. Let's make this red and yellow. Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics, gotcha. Where did my extra screen go? Thank you. which means that this would be yellow and green. And then this becomes green. They're redoing the entire game script and adding new scenes and dialogue. There's the Final Fantasy Tactics thing. And Chronos says literally the first game they made after EA's acquisition was PVZ2. It was paywalled to hell. That's super gross. Hate to hear that. Why are they redoing the script? Like, I thought that that was one of the things that people really liked about Final Fantasy Tactics. If I recall correctly, PVZ3 came out last year. People hated it so much they unreleased the game to bring it back at a later date. Oh, the creator's not happy with the first script? No shit? I honestly never knew that. Wants to improve on parts of it. Okay. Hey, if it's the creator's call, like, that's super cool. Dink. The imprisonment timeline? I don't know what that is at all. Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess is considered the imprisonment timeline? The timeline at the end of Ocarina of Time, Link's gets sent to the past as a kid. Then Majora's Mask happens. Okay. Then Twilight Princess happens. Okay. There's like 20 Zelda timelines. It's too many. It's too many Zelda timelines. All I need is Link to the Past. That's the only one that I need, I think. I know that makes me a basic bitch, but you know. No, I can't do purple and green, because if I do purple and green, people will think it's the fucking Joker again. Never played a Zelda game. That's fair enough, though. I feel like you're the age that, if you had missed out on it, like, it's not that big a deal. Joker Cube. No, not doing it. I feel like I'm cursed with the fucking Joker. The Joker's gonna make me into the goddamn Joker. Wait. I think my lack of involvement with Nintendo's IPs mostly due to not growing up with any Nintendo console. I mean, like, that makes sense, though, yeah? By the time you were, like, around as a kid and a gamer, there'd be a lot more choice around, I feel like. It wasn't like Nintendo or nothing. They're showing an action game about a mouse, and this game is chugging on the stream. Is it chugging like Mountain Dew? That seems like a rude thing to do in the middle of a stream. It looks like it explodes if you ever play it on the Switch too. Oh my god. Well done, Ninty. When you say like an action game with a mouse, like, you mean like action adventure style? Wait, one of the 9 million Dead Space clones? When did we get 9 million Dead Space clones? I didn't know about that. There's been a wave of Dead Space clones recently. No shit. I did hear about Callisto Protocol. I heard it while it was being made, and then like it came out and I didn't hear a single fucking thing about it. Can I not chop into these blocks? Chronos the New... See, I thought you were talking to Chronos. Chronos the New Dawn is the one that's showing on stream currently. I think people like that one better than Callisto. Okay. It's almost always a slippery slope when a game is advertised with from the original creators of insert iconic game here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you're wrong with that. I'm not looking at Media Molecule's dreams when I say that either. But I could be looking at Media Molecule's dreams. I need all of these to be back a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean completely. If Switch 2 nabs the exclusivity deal to Yakuza 3 Kiwami, tell me that's not going to make you buy a Switch 2. Because I don't think anybody should buy a Switch 2. Oh wait, what'd I miss? Yakuza Kiwami 2 is on Switch 2. I don't even, like, why would they make it exclusive? Finally, Borderlands 4 on the Switch 2. God, it's gonna be such a fucking shit show. It is gonna run like ass. It's gonna be so awful. What are they thinking? Let it be good enough that Randy leaves Risk-of-Rain alone. Wouldn't that be nice? What am I fucking up here? I feel like something's not getting actually tagged. Like, I'm not hitting the back row. Which does sound like a sex thing, and I'm sorry about that, but it does. Bad meme humor on the go. Just what everybody wanted and needed. I can play Yume Nikki on stream now. This is right. And I think I actually have Yume Nikki. But not the updated version. I think I might have the OG. I'd have to check. Wait, didn't they like do a re-release of it? The third remake, okay. I missed one of these, I think. Oh, the 3D remake, not the third. They made a 3D remake? That's like kind of wild. Like, Yume Nikki just seems like it has to be in 2D. There's a new Square Enix Legend of Mana looking thing. Huh. Not something I would have expected to come back, but okay. Supposedly is supervised by the original creator, which I may add, we weren't actually sure if they were still alive until that news. What? Okay, I need to check. Like, was there a reason that people thought this person might be dead? Oh, Squishy! How you doing? Lovely to see you. Hope you're well tonight. Hope life's treating you good with the things and or the stuff. Oh, you mean the direct is already over? Okay. Like, I thought you meant our stream, and I'm like, hold on a second. Hold on a second. We're not over yet. Kind of. Wild speculation is that the game is autobiography of the creator. The evidence is unfounded. Okay. Squishy, thank you so much for getting in touch and following up with me the other day. I really appreciate that. Did I fuck up? Wait, I couldn't have fucked up the cameras because... Oh. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I appreciate that. I know that you do really mean it too. Oh, that one's not changing in the back. I'm gonna have to catch that one. There's also the fact that the creator, Kikiyama, has a pretty small internet presence, basically zero social media interaction. Alright. And Alice says, but the thing is, the new Legend of Mana looking thing they showed is an original IP. They've been making new Legend of Mana games recently. Now, like, Legend of Mana or Secret of Mana? Because I feel like those are two different things. I think the most we got in recent memory was Toby Fox. What the fuck, this dude knows everyone. Did an interview on Kikiyama using only yes or no questions. That's fantastic. Oh, there's more to that. Using only yes or no questions, ending with a bonus question on what Kikiyama likes to order at Denny's. That's fantastic. I fucking love that. What was the Denny's order? I need to know. There's a Legend of Mana recently. I remember, like, Legend of Mana just didn't click with me. I really didn't enjoy the, I didn't enjoy, like, you having to, like, build your area and, like, how you placed zones, like, would affect the story and shit. Like, that just drove me up the wall. The Denny's order was something local to Japan. No moons over my hammy? Oh shit! Oh shit, we got a bot! Wow! I almost forgot they existed! Bot destroyed! Da-da-da. It has been. It's been a hot fucking minute. I found it. The answer was rice casserole with 3 types of cheese and shrimp. That sounds kind of good, though. In general, I've been churning out mana games, which both Legend and Secret Mana are part of the same series. Okay. It's kind of a shame that there's like so much of that in Japan, and I don't know, like I don't feel like any of it's really added to the story. I don't feel like any of it's really necessary, I guess. Trial of Mana from 5 years ago with some of the worst voice acting I've heard in like the last 5 years. Was the Mana series the one where they released a game and then fired the entire staff the same day? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I did this wrong. I feel like what we should have done... Visions of Mana. Imagine someone doing an English and Japanese and anime girl voice, but both in different ways sound like an anime girl voice through a chipmunk voice? What? That sounds awful. Chipmunks imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die. Trap myself, body my holding cell. Also, time is fucky, Kronos. Time has been like super duper fucky. It dropped during a sponsored stream. Holy shit. That sounds fucking awful. The VAs are doing a ooh voice? Wow. Please react before the stream ends. That sounds like a fucking curse. That sounds like a fucking curse. Okay, but I will. I will because I love you, but... But I know I'm gonna hate it. Big sacrifices on my part. You're not wrong, though. Alright, so we want... First I want to be floating. Just make this easier. We need some... opacity tweakers. Gotta have those. Those are important. And we need a microchip. We'll just yoink. I could have just yoinked the fucking microchip. Why did I even make a new one? I didn't need to make a new one. I had a microchip right here. It's doing exactly what I'm going to be doing in... Whatever. It's not just this one character. Like, the entire game, VA, even in Japanese, sounds so bad. That sounds like fucking trash fire. I only own Legends of Mana and Trials of Mana. I feel bad. Um, did they? I feel like they didn't they re-release Secret of Mana like not that long ago? Am I misremembering that? Trials of Mana is the one with the bad VA. All right. You sent me the clip. Thank you so much. I am so blessed. I enjoy Trials a lot, especially the bad VA. Charlotte's my favorite. All right. Now, okay. Honest question. This is not meant as an attack on you in any way. I want to be clear about that. Like, did you enjoy it for the bad VA, or did you enjoy it in spite of the bad VA? Because I feel like those are two very different things. I enjoyed the game and the bad VA. Okay, that's fair. Great. Now these speakers are too wide now. The game is good. It just has bad VA, which makes it charming. Okay. Yeah, the only Mana games I've played are Secret and Legends. I I feel like I might have liked Legend of Mana more if I hadn't played Secret of Mana. Because Secret of Mana set like a really high fucking bar. Especially for me as a kid. Okay, I think these are right. So let's see how this looks. Legend of Mana is the one that got the remake. Okay. It's just over the top and cringe. That's like a, I don't know, like, maybe? What are we thinking about this? Like, I feel like the size change is too much. Maybe the speed also is a little bit much. That's a little bit better, but... At least this direct led to us getting a date of a new Katamari game. Is that the one that's is that the one that's got like the chat going on the side of it? Size difference is a bit big. Yeah, I think you're right. Also, like, now one thing we need to point out about the new laptop, while it is a big jump over my previous laptop, like, it's still fairly old. So, newer PC ports are probably not going to be on the table. Just like to make it clear early on so people don't get their hopes up too much. Once Upon Katamari is the game, it's a fully new game. Oh, for fudge sakes. Alright, I feel like it's a bit better. It's about traveling through different periods and doing the Katamari thing. Through different periods. Like, time periods? Are they gonna go back to, like, Sengoku? Oh, that actually sounds kind of cool. Like, god damn it, Bamco, like, I need you to either let the series die, or, like, you can make new games, but you gotta stop, like, churning them out. You gotta make a decision about what you're doing with fucking Katamari Damacy. It's like, okay, it is a Kino series. Like, I'm not. The problem is, like, so much of it is just like, it's just retreads. Like, I watched somebody going through all of the Katamari games, like, not a let's play, not like playing straight to back, but like doing a retrospective of every Katamari game, and it's just like, so much of it is repeat levels. It's not like, it just feels like they're not doing anything with it. They're just like, just remaking the same thing over and over again. I hope the music variety is up to snuff nowadays. Yeah. They did not do a 69 Cousins. How nice! Oh my god. It's kind of funny. Now, how much you want to bet they go back to one of the old games, though? I'll bet you dimes to donuts they go back to an old game. How could they pass up the chance? I thought you were going to open your third eye and say, you bet they're going to go to World War II? Oh my god! That would be so bad. That would be so fucking bad. Please let them not go to World War II. How do you want to think about it? It's like such a bad idea. They're 100% gonna go to they're 100% not gonna go to World War II. I don't know if you can rule these things out. One hopes they're sensible enough not to. I'm most interested in what the game over screens will look like in this game. Do you think they'll have your father raining hot spicy death on you? There's a 5% chance of a slightly problematic Taisho era level, maybe. The sun has gone out for reasons not related to me, the King of Space, or whatever. Go get some fash to burn. One would hope that that's the way it would be. It's not the king of all cosmos if he's not like strangely abusive in the game over streams. Game over screens. You're not wrong. Especially since like the king of cosmos is basically based on his boss. What did you trip over? That's hologram. Baby, you can't trip over hologram. That's not how that works. Um... I've got Metallica's 1 just stuck in my head and I'm kind of hating it. I would like it to stop now. But the only part, it's just the part where he's talking about how, like, the landmine has taken my arms, taken my legs, taken my soul, left me with life in hell. I'm gonna get the promo image. Going by the promo image, it seems like they're doing an Egypt level, a Sengoku level, some astronaut thing, so maybe 50s America or moon landing. Cowboy thing and dinos. I mean, if you're gonna have cowboys, you gotta have dinosaurs, right? Like, that's a given. Flatten the moon before they can land on it. Katamari debunks the moon landing. Take that, libs! Who's laughing now? I don't know, I mean, I feel like they could do fun with it. Take that, libs! Keyboard smash. Take that, you woke moralists! Let's see who cancels whom! Ah, fucking Jordan Peterson, I hate him so much. I don't think we've got any... We don't have any actual record decos, do we? I don't think we do. I mean, I guess that kind of looks like a record. What if Kermit the Frog was a neo-Nazi? He would never. That's the most important answer Jordan Peterson's existence proves. There's a cowboy theme in the new Katamari? Customizable cousins, no shit. Alright, that sounds pretty cool. What if Kermit the Frog went into coma during COVID? Wait. Did Jordan Peterson go into... Jordan Peterson didn't get COVID, did he? I know that he had, like, some kind of fucking thing where he was, like, on a ketamine high or something. He was in a coma for half the pandemic? Is that why, like, Jordan Peterson videos kind of dried up for a hot minute? Because people just stopped talking about him for a bit. I guess because he was in a coma. I should laugh, but that's pretty funny. All I remember was, like, there was some, like, drugs thing going on with him. Something about having to do rehab in fucking Russia. He went to do rehab in Russia, and then during the rehab was in a coma. Gotcha. I appreciate the new Katamari game is releasing on Switch. Like, that's probably to be expected considering the user base, but still. Didn't they have one of the previous Katamaris on Switch? Like, my brain needs to say they did, but I don't know how much I ought to trust them. The remakes, yes. Okay. I guess that's as small as that's gonna get. It also looks like it's coming to other platforms. Okay, I mean, Alice did say there's a PC port. No, I might as well just put this in a monkey outfit. My first Switch game was the first game's remake. Oh, that's slick. If you have Switch, that means you play Neko Navy Daydream. Oh shit! Squishy? You said the magic words! You get to drink from the fire hose! You don't have to drink from the fire hose. I'm not gonna make you do that. I feel like this Sado needs like a hipster jacket. Like, what kind of jacket does a DJ wear? I know it's almost 3 hours. I hate it. He lost like most of his memory for a couple weeks after waking up from the coma. That's fantastic. Would that have continued? There's some very funny story he talked about how he thought he was in Soviet Russia being attacked by evil communists. I shouldn't laugh, but that's really funny. Yeah, we could go with this. And then, like, if we put the, I gotta look at the video before closing stream. We could go over a little bit tonight. Probably not too much, because I definitely haven't been getting enough sleep recently, but... Like, we could put the screen here, maybe? He's apparently going to go Hulk mode and attack the hospital staff. before like 30 Russian medical staff strapped him into the bed. Oh my god. Way to go, Jordan. Who knew you had it in you? Oh, I gotta look at that video. Let me do that before I forget. Like, I feel like we could do something with this. And have this, like, I could have this before the moon base, I think. Where's the video you want me to watch? Charles Amana, Ghost Charlotte. Ghost Charlotte, of course, is the Good Charlotte cover band. This is 3 minutes long.
What's this book for? The ship's what?
Oh, I fucking hate this.
No! Too scary!
Oh, I hate this. Why are they making his voice warble like that?
Wait! What?
Did they just kill this girl? Is she dead?
Looks like whatever hurt that man has passed to you.
Okay, I don't know if I could take that for an entire game. I could see it being charming. But I feel like I just got a concentrated dose. I don't know. I don't know about that. Ooh, voice spoken by a chipmunk with a ghost voice filter. You weren't wrong. Like, I feel like you were, if anything, selling it a little bit short. Alright, well, it's going to be that time. I'm gonna have to, actually, let me make sure I don't fudge up these cameras before I start to put a ribbon on things. Turn you off. Yeah, see, I knew I was gonna do that. The last legacy of Alvin and the Chipmunks is the chipmunk voice. Not the abuse scandals? There were no abuse scandals, by the way. That was probably not very funny in retrospect, but there's no Alvin and the Chipmunks abuse scandals. I couldn't think of anything else. Just, I was gonna say Theodore's raging coke habit, but like, it seemed a bit harsh to Theodore. You tell me that Alvin had abuse scandals, and I would believe you. It was something made in the 50s. I mean, probably there was abuse, but it just didn't raise the bar of scandal, given everything else that was going on in the 50s at the time. But we're going to start to ribbon things up here a bit. as far as Administrata, you could tell me that the Alvin the Chipmunks guy was a Nazi from Germany, and I would believe you. Again, it's the 50s in the United States. Like, that would be a pretty solid guess. Tomorrow night we're going to be starting the Corona series. I don't know how long that's going to take. Alice is saying it's probably not too long of a game, so yes, we're finally getting around to it. I've been talking with Soup. Soup is getting the like the guide to OBS together. Might have it to me by tomorrow. It's gonna take some time reading it and like figuring out how things work. I'm aiming for like around September to get things really implemented. If that works out to be the case, I think after Corona will be either LBP carding or Dead Space. Not sure which one yet. So that's like a tentative schedule. We might be trying out like I might be trying out some of the laptop streams before September. But I want to make September like kind of the target date for having things pretty squared away. So like figuring out how Nightbot works and making sure I know like how overlays work and how to switch between them and things like that. But we might be doing like some test streams throughout August just to see like where I am with how these things handle. Monday will be Corona because it's a long form game. Because we're not going to finish Corona in one night. I hope. I don't think it's supposed to be that short. That would be pretty wild though if we did. But yeah, that's the plans. It's like 6 hours long, so that's I mean, tack on like another 2 to 3 hours given our pace, and that's maybe like 2 days at least, maybe 3. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think that's where we're looking at. I don't think there's anything else on the. I don't think it's any other news. Thank you. I had a lovely night tonight. It was very chill, as the LBP streams tended to be. I am looking forward, if things work out right, and we do get things like set up the way they need to be by September, that means that we should be able to be doing like community level LBP streams on alternating Fridays maybe in September. Like maybe one Friday for community level stuff and then like the other Friday for, I don't know, like a random game or create mode type stuff. Oh, Phantomstrom! Lovely to see you! You popped up like right at the end. But it's lovely to have you here. You're gonna have to stop joking about community levels. It's the end of an era. I mean, you can still joke about community levels. We're pulling them off the dry archive. Like, I don't know if we're going to be doing a lot of, like, online private server play. Just until I know what their security situation is like, because I know it's kind of iffy. You've been lurking. Well, it's always okay to lurk. I hope that you had fun with the lurking. And I hope that life is being really nice to you recently. That you're not having too much stress going on with you. But I do think that does it for us. So, yeah, tomorrow's Corona, and then we'll see how things go throughout. Thank you so much, Phantom! That makes me super duper happy. Like, thank you. I really appreciate that a lot. I noticed that you commented on some of the LBP videos on the YouTube. And thank you for doing that also. Like, it's really nice seeing your name show up. Yes. Right, but I am gonna have to go because it is gonna be time for me to sleep soon. So I will ask you all, as I always do, to please be taking care of yourselves out there in the meat space. Make sure that you are getting all the hydration and electric eels that you need. Make sure that you are. Wait, hold on. Right, summer. If you're in the southern hemisphere, make sure you're bundling up because it's pretty cold down there. If you're someplace that is politically unstable or generally becoming more unsafe, please be taking extra care and stay safe. Don't get hurt. Try to get in at least one meal a day. It doesn't have to be good food, but it does have to be food. If you've got medication, try to take those medications as close to schedule as your situation allows. But above all and overall, please remember that you are important and that you have value. There's people out there who love you, who are rooting for you, want you to have your best life. They want you to be safe and happy. And I'm one of those people, but I'm only one of those people. There are many more. But that has to do it for us here at Disco About. So for me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.